everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to another recording session for a bonus video for Elder Scrolls Skyrim. We have, including this one, 2 bonus videos left before we 100% the game. Well, before I consider it to be 100% complete. First things first, in this episode I should say, we're going to be doing the remainder of the Dragonborn quest. One second, I thought I turned off my fan. And now it's off. So, we actually did almost all of the quests in the live stream series. The only ones we are missing is possibly some quests from Tel Mithryn, and we're definitely missing the Ebony Warrior quest. And we may be missing some miscellaneous quests. So let's go ahead and we will try and get these things done. First and foremost, we're actually going to start with the quest that I've been kind of wanting to do for a while, which is to kill the Ebony Warrior. The Ebony Warrior actually usually should pop up when you're traveling Soulstone, but because I did so much farming in Whiterun, just trying to get skills to level 100, I ended up, I completely forgot how to play the game. I ended up getting this Ebony Warrior to spawn, and it always caused me to try to go a roundabout way to avoid him. And now that I am finally ready to fight him, hopefully it won't be a problem. But anyway, the Ebony Warrior should be in this area, like in Whiterun, which is weird because he shouldn't be. He should be in Solstheim.
The time has come. I have done all that can be done. There is nothing left. No quests to be undertaken, no villains to be slain, no challenges to face. Except for you. You are my last challenge. Only you can send me to Sovngarde with honor. Make your preparations. When you're ready, come find me at my last vigil.
Okay, so we're gonna track this. Oh, apparently he is supposed to go to Whiterun. Okay. Never mind. Oh my fucking god. Be right back. That one was kind of my fault. Usually, the problem... Let me just go and say this. I let my family know whenever I'm going to be live streaming. But I can't... But what my, whenever I record videos for like bonus videos for, what's it called? For, YouTube, it's kind of more freeform.
Something?
Let me try and fast travel to this place. I think he bugged.
Hmm?
Okay, then let me try and save, and we will quit to the main menu. Actually, we will load the save.
Yes? Need something?
And let's try waiting a couple hours.
Need something?
Then let's try fast traveling to a different location and back. It is interesting to see that the Ebony Warrior is apparently a Dragonborn with the fact that he can use shouts.
Hmm?
Is this bugged? I am going to save.
Never should have come.
Magic. Shouts. I need mark for death. I want to use Dragon Aspect now. Should make it so that it should deal more damage. Dude, stop! Let me get up! This guy is so annoying. He's even more annoying to fight than freaking Marak was. Marak is a cakewalk compared to this guy. Yeah, luckily we got him half health. This guy is so annoying. How much health does he have? And he keeps on fucking healing. Thank you. God. I had to take a look at your gear. Honestly, I think that might be better than what I have. I'm gonna be honest here. Maybe not. But it's still interesting nonetheless. At 375. Okay, so I am actually going to go back to my home in Lakeview Manor. We are gonna do some inventory management before we head out and tackle the remainder of the quest.
You're back. Let's play a game. Aww.
That was an annoying fight though. But there's really the disarm stuff that was annoying.
Papa.
Why do I have that? Okay, and I think once we go through the mist, we store like all this extra crap, then we should be good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we will
Hear a little Nord wisdom?
get started on some quests. We need to go to Solstein for the rest.
Keep walking, soft gut. I'm more woman than you.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna try and take out like all of the remaining quests for Helmithrin. I do want to see. Old Friends is done. Telvania's research is done. Fireheart Necropsy. Okay. So let me take a look at Azra's staff as a quest for Telmithrin. I basically want to try and like find a starting point. I'm trying to find a quest I for sure haven't done so we can try and get that done. Okay, so let's go to Sovngarde. Sovngarde. Wish we could go back to Sovngarde. Solstein.
If your northern maiden is ship-shape, Captain, ready?
This is the wrong place. But we actually want to go is up here.
Things have been much calmer since you disposed of Ildare. I'm running low on heartstones. If you have any with you, I'll buy one. Otherwise, I can tell you where you might find one. Excellent. I'll take it. Here, have some septums. That's that, then. Where is that lazy steward of mine? Verona? Oh no, wait, she's dead. Drovus!
Good day, friend. Keeping well? Oh, it turns out that the spell requires a heartstone to cast properly. I didn't have one with me when I cast it. If you cast the spell without a heartstone, it attacks anything in sight.
Okay, so I either have already done Azra staff. Or at least a side quest. No. Yeah. So I think this may be a bugged quest, but what you need to do for this quest is first of all, there's a prerequisite where you need a conjuration skill of 40, which we already have, and it's a side quest, it's not miscellaneous. But you're supposed to be asked by Neloth to recover a staff belonging to Azra, Night Wielder. And this quest can take you We may be able to get this actually.
The ash from Red Mountain holds secrets. Secrets I mean to uncover.
Let's try and fast travel. We probably can't fast travel indoors. We're gonna go back to Raven Rock, and then we're gonna fast travel back to Tel Aviv. Until whatever it's called. If this doesn't work, we will leave the area, wait 24 hours, and come back.
I wonder if a dragon. I suppose that depends. Are you willing to be an experimental subject? Oh, nothing too dangerous. It should provide an additional spectral tether from your own life spark to the Adric realm. You would experience it as a sort of increased vigor. You would fight longer, feel stronger, that sort of thing. At least I think it will. Probably, almost certainly. Of course, you never can tell. Now stand still. It's my first time casting this spell, and I don't need any additional distractions. You won't feel a thing, but if you do, try not to scream too loudly. My ears are sensitive. Off you go. If you discover any side effects, come back and tell me straight away.
Master Neloth was furious when the tower withered. It just seemed to happen overnight.
What's supposed to happen? Am I supposed to go out and try and fight something, or is it just like waiting? The side effect for this spell is activated with water. Okay, so let's just find water. Usually, and there's other quests in this game. I know for a fact that if you need to like experiment, like someone cast a spell on you, usually just waiting would just get results. I don't know if that was another situation. That's something that I have noticed. I've noticed people often kind of get turned off whenever I resort to like a guide for like information. I've been noticing that whenever I play like Stardew Valley in particular. I don't really consider like looking at a guide to be like cheating or anything. I don't really consider looking at a guide to be cheating or anything. This for RPGs in particular, you're likely not gonna figure out like everything you can do in a game just by playing the game naturally. There's bound to be like some hidden mechanics you will need to figure out by external sources. But I don't consider like looking up a guide to be cheating or to be cheap in any way. And especially since this is labeled as 100% playthrough, I do feel like that looking up a guide is somewhat necessary for making sure you are able to do everything you can do in a given game.
How am I supposed if you're going to be up here? Wet, you say? I suppose, yes, I can see how that would have inverted the tether. Unfortunate. Couldn't you simply avoid water? No, no, that won't do. Can't have you forego bathing. The ashlands can leave one a bit pungent, and it's obvious you've been through them. Here, I'll just remove it. Here's a bit of coin. Should help mitigate your inconvenience.
Okay, so I guess we are doing this again. Fast traveling out, fast traveling back. So I think the only ones we haven't done is Azra's staff, healing a house, I think, and wind and sand. That's the quest that I am 70% sure we haven't done in this area. There's also a bunch of miscellaneous quests that I am not even sure if I have done. So I will need to just look through them and make sure that I'm not missing anything.
Defeating Mirak, wasn't it? Can you? Of course you can. What took you so long to ask? I've been trying to adapt Redguard magic to the ash. I think the key concept I'm missing is recorded in Afasariat's book, Wind and Sand. I have some associates and correspondents who find things for me. One of them has a credible rumor on where this book might be. And I'd like you to find the truth of the matter. That's that then.
Just make sure I'm tracking it. I am. Hey, more shame. Is that in... That sounds familiar. Is that actually in Skyrim? No. Oh, it is in Skyrim. I really hated how if a marker is on a fast travel location, I can't actually fast travel out. Okay, hey Shame, it looks like it is over here. Is this a Fulmer dungeon or is this vampires? I can't remember. I know this is related. No, is it related to the quest for Daedric Prince? It might be.
Time to end this little game.
Vampires. Nice job. I almost said Lydia. Oh, it's over here. Here's the exit. The passage forward. I guess something I will say, just kind of in reflection of the series as a whole, now that we are nearing the end. There are some things I'm going to be doing differently when I do decide to redo the series on the 360. One of those things is how I kind of handle the quest logs, because I kind of want to do things in a little bit more of a different order. Kind of handle things a little bit differently. But I kind of want to make things feel a bit more organic, I guess. But I'm not really sure how I'm about to go to that. just as a little reminder, what I've been doing for for this series is every single time I get to a new hold, I immediately do all the side quests for that hold before I move on to the next thing. I kind of want to do things a little bit differently, and I kind of want to try and try like a different method, try to make things feel a little bit more organic. But at the same time, I want to be able to show the things that I was not able to show off in this series. And one of the things that I'm hoping to do is actually do the so, like, for an example, there's quests that I was unable to complete in this stream because I literally just did not get the trigger for it. One of those quests is one of those quests is a thing for Cicero, where at the beginning of the game before you fight the first dragon, where you have to help him like get his cart fixed. And that can actually lead to like an interesting exchange with Cicero when you join the Dark Brotherhood. That's something I was not able to show off in this game because it just didn't trigger. What I want to do is I want to be able to show those quests off this upcoming stream. But I also want to be able to kind of do things a bit differently, and that is kind of show the other branch of paths as well. And one of those things I'm talking about is actually another example is the my brain's dead. The Dark Brotherhood, where you can either like kill the Dark Brotherhood, or you could kill the Dark Brotherhood, or you can join them and essentially fight as an ally for them. That's the type of thing that I'm talking about, where I want to be able to show like both sides of things. And that, just another example of something I'm talking about is actually in relation to the Livets War quest line. We can either side with the Stormcloaks or you can side with the Imperials. For this, when I do cover the Dark Brotherhood again, the Civil War quest line again, I actually want to be able to show both sides of the Civil War quest line. I think I said Dark Brotherhood, but I meant Civil War quest line. I want to be able to show both sides of it. It was just something I wasn't able to do this stream. So I'm probably, when I do cover that this series again on the 360 version, I'm probably going to make a hard save, probably in Whiterun. And I'm just going to start with the... here it is. I'm probably going to start with the... brain's dead. I'm probably going to start with the Stormcloaks. And I'm just gonna complete that, do that to completion before I go ahead and do the reload this earlier save and do the Imperials, just to show both sides of things. And it will just be kind of a choose your own adventure kind of thing, I guess. But it is something that I've been wanting to... It's something that I want to do differently for this when I do cover this game again. And it's something that I feel like not too many streamers or YouTubers do, where they show like both sides of things. So that is one of the things I was talking about, things I can do differently for this when I do redo the series.
This particular source was worth more than I thought he was. In any case, this is truly amazing. I think I can adapt this into a sort of whirlwind vortex energy. Yes, I'll write it out, and you can pick up a copy from Talmus in a few days. In the meantime, take this for helping me.
So we are once again going to fast travel to Blackrock and fast travel back to Telvir, or whatever this place is called. I can never remember the name. Telmithern. Because I had to look at the guide.
Was a formidable opponent. Perhaps later. For now, I have a slightly more
Here we are.
request. You see, I'm a collector of staffs, magical staffs, in particular those made by Azra Nightwielder. Through some divinations, I believe I've located one. If you retrieve it, I'll give you a staff of my own making. Nightwielder's creations don't really hold up in comparison to what can be made today, but they have a sentimental value for me. You understand?
Will do. So we should have one more after this. Once again, we have to go to Skyrim, so we are going to disable this. Because for some reason we can't pick the actual location. Oh, I passed it. It's over here in Valheim?
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road. Huh. Tough talk for someone who's about to have their guts spilled.
I never have intimidate work. Never have it had it be successful. These bandits are never really that difficult. I mean, they're difficult early game, I guess, but how is a bandit chief weaker than a marauder? Oh, never mind. I guess he's a little bit tougher. I just can't stress this enough. I really hate the racism. Make a fine rug, cat. I hate racism in any game, like in any context. Okay.
to have everyone not running off to that damn... You didn't have to speak a word. I could sense it the moment you came in. You've proven your worth, and I'm as good as my word. Take this staff from my personal collection. I think you'll find it useful. Finally,
Okay, so the only one that I am unsure if I have completed is healing a house. Elynea Ingredients.
Let me know if you see anything you like. I don't care if he's a master wizard. He can't treat me like this. That fetcher told me to fix his house. If I don't, he'll find a new mycologist who will. Decades of loyal service, and he'd just throw me out like yesterday's breakfast. 3 taproots soaked in the headwaters of the Harstrad River. I'm an old woman. I can't possibly make that trip. It's way too dangerous. If you get some taproots, I'll pay you to dip them in the headwaters and bring them to me. Where do you think? You have to cut it out of a spriggan. Although sometimes you can buy them from alchemists.
You wouldn't happen to have any, would you?
We have some potions around here that might interest you.
Because it was too
Mafala cloak you.
too helpful. We could, I think we can find Spriggans in the wild, but like in Soul's Time, but I think it'd be better if we can just go to some locations, some sanctuary locations in Skyrim.
Captain Gyalan does the business around here.
So let's see, we're looking for the tree location. I think one here. There's 2. Can't fast up with this enemy nearby, so we're gonna have to kill it. Here? Now can I fast travel? This is not what I wanted. Now, was there actually any Spriggans here? Or did I just waste my time? This is relation to the Dawn Guard thing, so this is actually a waste of time. It's a vampire dungeon, not a Spriggan dungeon. Okay. I recognize that as that's the butterfly thing that I have to do as part of the main quest line for the Dawn Guard. So let's see what else we can find. This is not what I'm looking for. What about you? You look promising.
Where'd you come from?
Why are you going all the way over there? What the fuck just happened? Can't be Skyrim without facing off a few dragons. Just take your gold. Let me leave now. Just need one taproot. Just need one taproot. Congratulations, you win.
It'll be good to get out of this.
And now sit back.
Let me know if you see anything you like. I don't care. Truly? Well done. I'll just keep 2 of them for myself. No need for Neloth to know. Take that last taproot and plant it into the wall of the withered house. Mafana cloak.
Okay. So we go in here.
Things have been much calmer since you was
Talk to Elynea. This should be the last quest for this area, so.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Good. Now maybe Neloth will get off my back about it. I suppose you think you should get paid for helping an old woman. Here, take these. I'll sell you more if you come back later. Mafala cloaking.
Okay, so that does it for all of the main side quests. Now we just have miscellaneous quests to worry about. Let me just go ahead and pull up the list for the miscellaneous quests. So, actually, we might have already done these. Cause yeah, I actually remember doing like all these. The only one we haven't done is Painted the Necklace, locate the East Empire Penance for Fethis, Lord, and Raven Rock, which we're gonna be doing the next episode. We have done Recipe for Distraction. We've done the Frostmoon Hunters. I remember doing Morwen's request. Okay. So there is 2 that we haven't done. There's also 4 that we can't do because we sided with the Reiklings. So we will go over those 4 quests that we missed. And we've done everything else. Okay, so we just have apparently 2 quests in Tell Mithrin that we have yet to do. I'm actually gonna start with one. We're gonna start with this experimental subject for Neloth. Oh my god, stop. ads suck. It's possible we may have actually already done this, so we will try. There is... Here he is.
It's good to have... I'm running low on heartstones. If you have any with you, I'll buy one. Otherwise, I can tell you where you might find one. Excellent. I'll take it. Here, have some septums.
Actually...
Are we done?
I may have actually already done this, because I actually kind of remember this. In case I haven't, what this quest is called is Experimental Subject Silence. From reading the description, I just kind of spit on myself. Whoops. Actually, no. This is actually something we haven't done because apparently the prerequisite quest is Azra's staff. So we haven't actually done this. So let's actually go ahead and we'll fast travel to Raven Rock and we'll fast travel back.
Defeating Mirror. Perhaps later. For now, I have a slightly more personal request. You see, I'm a collector of staffs, magical staffs, in particular.
And these are actually repeating.
Azra Nightwielder. Through some divinations, I believe I've located one. If you retrieve it, I'll give you a staff of my own making. Nightwielder's creations don't really hold up in comparison to what can be made today, but
let me just... This is probably going to put me into endless cycle repeatable quests until I get the one we want. So just for the sake of time, because I've been streaming for about an hour at this point, just looking at the time. Let me just go ahead and briefly go over this quest because I don't know how much longer it'll take before I get it and I don't want to waste anyone's time. Experimental Subject Silence is a miscellaneous quest that has two prerequisites. One for completing at the Summit of Apocrypha, which is a final quest, I believe, for the Dragonborn DLC, and the other is for Azra's staff. This is a miscellaneous quest that once you accept it, will have him cast a spell that will temporarily blind the Dragonborn, causing the screen to fade out. When he realizes his error, he comments that writing technicals have appeared where the eyes once were, and Talvis Fatherin apparently vomits at the result. For completing this, you will get 250 gold for this. And that actually does it for this quest. It's literally all it is, and unfortunately I don't think I'll be able to get this quest. The other miscellaneous quest is Elynea Ingredients. Or Elynea Ingredients, should say. This has a prerequisite for healing the house. It'll likely take some bit of farming, but we'll get it done.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Mushrooms are... You got a briar heart? That's what I really need. Neloth keeps taking all of mine. You could have cleaned it. It's still bloody. Here's your money.
Okay, so this actually...
Mafala cloak you.
This is actually a breeding quest that cycles out like a bunch of different things. So you can either give her a Daedra heart, a giant's toe, a Hagrid's claw, a vampire dust, a briar heart, or void salts. It's completely random which one she gets, and you get about somewhere between 100 gold and 350 gold for completion. Moving on to the Thirst Mead Halls quest. These are quests that if you ally with the Nords and you take back Thirst Mead Hall for the Nords, these Nords will actually have these quests. Starting with Elmis's Mead. Elmis is the name of a Nord that will reside under Mead Hall if you take it over for the Nords. And he will ask you to actually this may be something we... Oh no, we actually can't because we killed him, that's right. We actually had to kill like the Nords for the part of the quest, that's right. So Elmis will ask you to recover a bottle of Aspire Mead from Thirst Mead Hall. So you will need to like presumably talk to him and get it back from him. But we actually can't do that because we actually killed Elmis. The other thing that we can get is Elmis's berries. This is another quest given by Elmis. And Elmis will... given by Elmis at the Thirst Mead Hall, so this is something that you will need to, this actually is a prerequisite for retaking Thirst. And you need to just deliver him a single sample of juniper berries, which he needs for brewing mead. Another quest that we cannot actually complete because we sided with the Raglings is How Barnes Supplies, where you will need to deliver to him ads stock. 10 pieces of Storm, 15 ebony, and 15 ebony ingots to him for his blacksmithing at Thirst Mead Hall. This has a prerequisite of retaking Thirst, and it actually gives you a leveled money thing. You can get Halbarn as a follower and Halbarn as a marriage candidate. So, yay. Moving on to... Once again, dealing with ads. Hillland Spears. You will need to deliver... This is another quest that we cannot actually complete because we sided with the Raglings. And this has a prerequisite quest for retaking Thirst. This is a quest where you need to give 50 Reichling Spears and give them to Heyland at Thirst Mead Hall. So likely you take some farming as you will need to kill a lot of Reiklings in order to get 50 Reichling Spears. Once you get that, you will get a leveled money reward, and that's it. And that actually does it for all the quests that we have yet to cover in the Dragonborn DLC. The very next thing that we will be taking care of, the last bonus episode of this series, we are going to be collecting all of the East Empire pendants in Solstein. This will be a very annoying video to edit. And what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to record it in bulk, but I'm going to cut out the travel and just show the locations and how to get the locations. And how to like solve the puzzles to get the pendants. This is going to be something that is going to be heavily cut out. And for that reason, I'm just going to like announce like where you're going to go till I find these locations. I'm gonna cut out the travel and I'll start back the commentary and I'll start back the video when I get to the where the thing is and I figure out like how to unlock it. When I was looking into this before, I could not find like a really good like guide for how to get every single East Empire pendant. I found a map, I think, through mapgenie.io that show the locations of all the East Empire pendants, but it doesn't tell you how to get them. That's something you need to figure out. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to get this done next Tuesday, and this will be the last bonus video for Skyrim before we are done with this game. Even though you can tell that we have a bunch of quests that we're unable to complete. Actually, no. I just remembered, we actually have some other stuff we can do, and that is the bonus content for the downloaded content for Skyrim. One of the things I want to do is I want to do Bone Chill Manor. Which I'm probably gonna try and like buy and max out. But I need to look into this. I basically I'm not gonna like focus on every single content, but I do want to try and get the player homes and any like additional quests. But I'm probably going to be looking into this. I may not even be able to do this, but we will try. I do want to take a look at these. So, this will likely be covered in a new bonus video, but this is something that I want to try and do. Unfortunately, it says delivered by courier, which means and the fact that we haven't actually gone it makes me think that we cannot actually cover it. I'll look into this between this video and the next recording of this on Tuesday, hopefully. And if it turns out I can't actually complete this without starting a new file, then I'll just go ahead and end the series there. And that, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.